What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nasher. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we're now on the road of 500 subs. Who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell, but as I've said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a Piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners over at Collector's Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of the set, much similar to what I pulled out of my Genesis Impact box that I opened up last year, which is this beautiful B-Cup from the Underworld. This thing looks absolutely incredible as a collector's rare. But with that being said, if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. Deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 80% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys aren't even subscribed. And to top it all off, we gotta get more women to watch the content as well. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this: What would you consider to be the most underrated V-Jump promo card in the game's history? Let me know down in the comments below. And for today's video, if you guys remember a while back, I don't remember exactly when. I want to say it was like about a month ago, a couple months ago. I talked about three brand new V-Jump promo cards that were revealed to be part of the fall 2024 subscription. And well, now we have their effects and I believe their stats. So I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna get straight into it. So here's the first one, Otanari Thunder. Here's the first one. I know it's a bit blurry, but I had to zoom in to show you guys. But Otanari Thunder, I believe I said that it had to have like a kind of like a Cyber Dragon effect or something like that. But in fact, funny enough, I was actually right on that. It does have a Cyber Dragon effect, and it's a 4-star Light Thunder with 500 attack, 1200 defense, and both of its effects are once per turn, so it does have 2 effects. The first one reads, if you control 2 or more Thunders, and this card is in your hand or grave, so you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Obviously, you bypass the banishing effect simply by using the monster as Xyz material. So funny enough, you can actually go into cards like into rank 4s like Tornado Dragon, Gaga Cowboy, Gaga Magician. You can go into pretty much like just about like any rank 4 in the game. Even also Raiders Night. I think is definitely another one that comes into mind. Helps it helps you go into Arc Rebellion Xyz Dragon, which is a game changer as well. So this is a pretty cool one. The second effect reads you can target one Xyz monster you control, attach two level 4 Light Thunders from your hand, field, and or grave to it as material, including this card you control. So funny enough, with with a Light Thunder based deck, you don't really need cards like Xyz Import to attach cards to an Xyz monster as its own material. But you could still use it in you could still use Xyz Import in decks like Battle Boxer, Shark, and I think Utopia are like the three main decks that they can use Import in, which is pretty cool. So that's actually kind of a cool card in a way. But next up we have Giant Crackhorn, and funny enough, I believe I think with this one, I think I talked about how it would need where it would have to add cards to hand or something like that. Did I? Or maybe that was the other one. I don't remember, but I believe I talked about how this card could have an effect where it gains attack or something like that. And I called it. It is an 8-star Earth Plant with 1,000 attack, 2,500 defense, and both of its effects are once per turn. And the first one reads, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can special summon this card from your hand to defense, and if you do, change the attack target to it and perform damage Cal. Second effect reads, you can target one plant monster you control except this card. Its attack and this card's become their total original attack. So, funny enough, it's kind of a weird attack gain, but it also has a Cyber Dragon effect that lets you not only change your opponent's attack target to this card, but because that your opponent could potentially have a monster with, like, let's say 1,600 attack or something like that, your opponent ends up getting dealt the damage instead of you, and their monster gets destroyed, which is pretty insane. Now, there is one last card to talk about, and it's known as Splitting Planarian. And I believe I talked about how this would let you special summon cards, or perhaps like add cards or something like that to your hand. And and honestly, I was actually right on this. Of course, too, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You guys can check back on that video, but it's a 4-star Dark Insect with 1,000 attack, 800 defense, and the effect is a once per turn that reads, you can banish this card you control, special summon 2 level 3 insect monsters with the same name from your deck, but their effects are negated. Also banish them during the end phase. Funny enough, you bypass that by using the monsters as material for an Xyz summon. So honestly, these cards are pretty okay. In my honest opinion, I feel like the effects could have been better. I think the only card that, like, I think the only card that actually has any, like, meta relevance would have to be Otanari Thunder, because I believe the term Otanari is Japanese for something. Here we are. Which I believe, if I can go to translate here on my phone, on the iPhone, give me a second. Give me 1 second, you guys. Let's see. Find Japanese. Okay, so apparently the term Otonari is indeed Japanese, but it means neighbor. So neighbor thunder. That's actually kind of a funny name, I have to admit. But still, I think I think Otonari Thunder might just end up being one of the more meta relevant cards. I think just because of the fact that it's a cyber dragon and it lets you take cards from your hand, field, or graveyard and attach them, including this card, attach them to one of your own Xyz monsters as its own material. Especially even if the monster has one material left, that right there would be a 4 material Zeus right there. So that's 2 board wipes you would have on Zeus. But you could also, I believe you could also run this in maybe Zodiac perhaps as kind of like a side deck card or something like that. I'm not sure, but honestly, again, these cards they're pretty good, but I think Thunder might just end up having the more meta relevance, if you will. But that's only my opinion. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It'll also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.